Welcome to the 2019 PERMA Safety Awards.
Whoa, pizza! I love pizza. Pepperoni. Whoa, far out, man. Really cool. Nice. Nice. Whoa. Whoa. Nice.
The NYSAC Pioneer Award, Essex County.
A good word to describe Essex County is big. At over 1,900 square miles, it's the second largest county geographically in the state of New York. Another word to describe Essex County is small. With about 39,000 residents, it's the second most sparsely populated county in New York. As you can see, Essex County faces unique challenges. While the landscape of sprawling farms dotted with tight-knit small-town communities seems idyllic, it requires Essex County to go above and beyond to make sure all of its residents have what they need to be safe and well. Essex County works closely with their 18 towns to make sure each has the resources to provide needed services, with some local governments making do with only a handful of employees to keep their town running. Essex County fills in service gaps wherever possible. And even with around 500 employees, Essex County has a lot to do and a lot of ground to cover. Many times, Essex County needs to find out-of-the-ordinary ways to connect with town employees to make sure they're engaging in the most up-to-date practices. From sharing many of their own policies so local governments don't need to reinvent the wheel when building their own operational frameworks, to hosting multiple safety training workshops across the county to increase attendance and participation, Essex County is constantly thinking outside the box to keep their extended community strong. This year, Essex County was awarded a hazard abatement grant, and they're using it to focus on the towns. They have created a robust schedule of trainings to help their town's employees avoid dangers like back injuries, bloodborne pathogens, and more. Essex County also oversees best practices for a wide range of services. Sure, they have the highway, sheriff, and emergency services departments, just as many counties do. But with industries like fisheries and mining, which require a lot of in-depth knowledge of distinct safety concerns, as well as numerous regulations, their breadth of expertise and ability to implement is one more reason why they are this year's winner of our NYSAC Pioneer Award, keeping their eye on the big picture while never losing sight of the small details. That's what makes Essex County stand out.
We're gonna start with a positive pose. Loss prevention.
Loss prevention.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Safety. Very good, very good.
The New York State Association of Fire Chiefs Pioneer Award, Henrietta Fire District.
The history of Henrietta is a story of crossroads. From its first settlers who built the town as the crossroads of Monroe County, and throughout its history, Henrietta has been a place of intersections, of finding how to bring together different trajectories, needs, and viewpoints. That's why it's no surprise that the Henrietta Fire District is the winner of this year's New York State Association of Fire Chiefs Pioneer Award for finding innovative ways to address the challenges of a diverse workforce. With 50 paid employees and about 60 volunteer employees, all working in a dangerous profession, making sure that everyone is implementing the safest practices at all times can be a challenge. Different schedules, different commitments, different perspectives, all converging at one point of dedication to creating the safest and healthiest workplace possible. Lieutenant Mike Dinsmore, the Henrietta Fire District Safety Officer, keeps his finger on the pulse of what's going on both in the department and the industry. From working with PERMA to find new ways to improve workplace safety, to engaging with many organizations in the community to promote collaboration, to learning about and implementing new nationwide trends. Mike is constantly seeking new ideas to help keep his firefighters at their best. As a result of the district's openness to new ideas, they have initiated several new programs and procedures, such as offering multiple weekly fitness and strength training classes, taught by a certified trainer with an understanding of the unique needs and stresses of the fire service. Providing in-service classes on proper nutrition for their firefighters, and engaging with a peer support team to ensure they meet their responders' emotional health needs. More than this, the district is implementing intensified safety procedures to make sure their responders are safe both during and after fighting fires. They're using lightweight NFPA-approved PPE for extrication and brush fires to reduce heat and cardiac stress, as well as ensuring their responders get early advanced life support EMS responses to structure fires to provide for their rehabilitation and medical care.
We know that the prevalence of cancer in firefighters is much greater than the rest of the population, so we're taking that very serious here in Henrietta.
The Henrietta Fire District is also on the front lines of decreasing future cancer risks among its responders by limiting their exposure to carcinogens through a set of detailed and thorough procedures, including decontamination procedures at fire scenes, PPE washing with extractors in district stations, and immediately following fires, commercial cleaning of apparatus cabs, and constantly looking for industry innovations in personal protective equipment. Through investigation, collaboration, and innovation, the Henrietta Fire District is finding creative ways to bring its diverse workforce together for everyone's health and safety.
Whoa, what happened to your legs, man? Switch your sign. You know, I know a really good nude organic cafe. It's not too far from here. Hey, I knew Ken Herman personally. The Ken Herman. So you're the quiet type, huh? I like your style, man. Cool.
The Triple Threat Award, Town of Riga.
For the town of Riga, it's about people coming together, helping each other out, and taking initiative to do what needs to be done. It's those kinds of values that made them this year's winner of PERMA's Triple Threat Award. For a small town whose 5,600 residents enjoy life when it moves a little more slowly, they sure are speedy when it comes to filing injury claims. Over the past 5 years, the town of Riga has filed all of their injury claims within PERMA's 10-day limit, thanks to staff who excel at their jobs. Knowing that others are depending on them, the town of Riga makes sure that when someone gets injured, they'll be taken care of quickly. The town of Riga is no stranger to hard work. With 30 employees stretching over 11 departments, they understand that everyone has a role to play to take care of their residents' needs. And although it's important to make sure that all injuries are given the medical care they need, returning to work, even with lighter duties for a while, is essential to maintaining employee morale. So it's no surprise that all of the town of Riga's claims over the past 5 years had an average return-to-work rate of just 1 day. In fact, none of their claims reported lost work time at all. None. Not one. For a small town without the breadth of resources that some others have, how do they do it? How do they make sure everyone works as safely as possible? Initiative, commitment, resourcefulness. The town of Riga proactively identifies risk areas and then finds online trainings for their employees.
It's safety first, and I think it's a culture of safety that resonates throughout the town.
Their safety committee meets 4 times a year with representatives from different departments to lay out plans for improving worker safety and well-being.
Every season comes a change in the kind of work that we're doing. All of us need refreshers to remind people that proper safety equipment need to be used.
From trainings on safe snowplow practices, brush pickup, safe chainsaw use, chipper safety, and flagger training to simply safe driving, safe loitering, and preventing back injuries, the town of Riga understands that safety is no accident. It's the small things that make a big difference. Community, thinking ahead, getting the job done. That's why the town of Riga is this year's winner of PERMA's Triple Threat Award.
Hey, all right.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Me?
Yeah, right. First, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Tuck the hair up in there a little bit. Face camera, yeah. There. There you go.
Oh no, man.
All right, you feel safe?
Feel safe?
All right, good. Peace. Yeah, no gain.
The PERMA Safety Council Excellence in Risk Management Award. Kelly Caramana, Safety Director, Onondaga Water Authority.
Kelly Caramana talks to people. Everybody, really. And more importantly, she asks questions. She listens. She observes. And that's the linchpin that landed her this year's PERMA Safety Council Excellence in Risk Management Award. From her very first internship, Kelly recognized that she had a knack for overseeing, tracking, and improving safety procedures. But what set her apart as she gained experience at a construction company, a utility, and then in her current role at the Onondaga County Water Authority, is her ability to work with others to come up with innovative solutions to problems that workers are facing, and then implementing changes through open and direct communication.
She really hit the ground running when she came in the door. So I reaped the benefits of being here only 2 years with all of these programs in place. So that just speaks to the value in which she's offered Aqua since her time here.
By getting out in the field, engaging with employees, and watching what they're doing, Kelly sees how things might be done more safely. Through this, she not only improves existing practices, but also implements new and innovative safety programs. From buying new safety equipment storage lockers, to reaching out to the County Sheriff's Department for assistance with work zone traffic control, to overseeing a complete overhaul of their meter testing work area to improve ergonomics, ease heavy lifting, and prevent slips, trips, and falls. Under Kelly's guidance, OCWA has even begun using drones to inspect water towers and other out-of-reach places, so employees don't need to climb up to inspect them. Her openness to out-of-the-box solutions saves OCWA time and money, while also keeping everyone safer. Kelly, with the full support of OCWA, recognizes that safe practices begin with proper training. In addition to developing a detailed safety and health manual that she reviews and updates regularly, she makes sure everyone from upper management to each employee in the field is fully trained with the most up-to-date practices and requirements. And all the while, Kelly sees that her accomplishments are made possible because of OCWA's commitment to being a leader in workplace safety. OCWA's Safety Committee is an employee-run group with representatives from every department. They work together with Kelly to implement new solutions for every safety challenge they see. But at the end of the day, it's all about talking to people, learning about issues, working together to find solutions, and communicating to leadership, management, and workers to make sure everyone's on the same page. Kelly understands that to change the conversation, she needs to first have the conversation. She needs to be real and get the job done. And that's how she's able to collaborate with the entire OCWA team to craft one-of-a-kind solutions that change the game.
Hi, how can I help you today?
The Kenneth Herman Senior Memorial Risk Management Award, the Village of Rybrook.
This year's winner of the Kenneth Herman Senior Memorial Risk Management Award is the Village of Rybrook. With a population of about 9,500 residents and covering just 3 square miles, the Village of Rybrook proudly calls itself a small but mighty village. And since returning as a PERMA member 4 years ago, they have utilized many of the resources available and continue to improve upon their comprehensive safety program. The Village of Rybrook has embraced all that PERMA has to offer. They've taken advantage of online access across all PERMA platforms attended in-person PERMA meetings, and PERMA webinars. Rybrook Safety Coordinator also completed the PERMA Safety Coordinator and Advanced Safety Coordinating programs in 2018. From this, the Village of Rybrook has built upon a robust training program that is tracked in detail at their monthly safety meetings to ensure regularity. Whether it's fire department hands-on training on use of airbags, pipe leaks, or roof rescues, public works training on snowplow safety, police firearms training, fire extinguisher training for village office staff, or anti-harassment and discrimination training. All departments continue to benefit from routine safety training, whether they're learning new skills or simply getting a refresher on best practices. All 73 Village of Rybrook employees take an active part in a culture of security and well-being. This organizational ethos has inspired the Village of Rybrook to be on the vanguard of best practices in a wide range of areas. For example, through workplace violence and sexual harassment trainings, employees have learned how to defuse potentially explosive situations with difficult residents.
Village of Rybrook has a cardiac emergency response plan. We have AEDs located in all of our public buildings, not just there, but in all of our parks. The village also has a requirement now that for any of the coaches that work with our rec department, they have to go through CPR, basic first aid, and AED training as well.
The Village of Rybrook has also made overall employee wellness a top-line priority. By instituting a strong standard transitional duty program, they're helping injured employees get back to work sooner by finding jobs suitable for them while they heal. Rybrook's commitment to preventing injuries to employees is so important that checking in on the status of recovering employees and examining how they could be prevented in the first place is the first agenda item at every monthly safety committee meeting. The Village of Rybrook appreciates all the new ideas PERMA has to offer, from their newsletter to their annual review. PERMA's resources for improving workplace safety, even in non-traditional areas that some might not see as safety issues, such as social media policy topics promoting safety initiatives, or cyber phishing training, have demonstrated Rybrook's engagement with making sure their small community can offer its employees and residents everything they need to be safe and well. The result is a safer community for the employees and residents in the Village of Rybrook.
Congratulations to this year's PERMA Award winners. Thank you all for coming, drive safely, and if you see Roger Daltrey in the parking lot asking you to see me, feel me, just make sure your shots are up to date.
Forward and go, no, you know, make sure that you...
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Listen. No. 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 One take.
One take, Jake.
So these are drum. Yeah, like that. Does everybody feel safe? Yeah. How about you, man?
Yeah, you're real safe.
You're looking pretty tense.
I've had 4,820 people injured on my property last weekend. Good.
Safety.
Safety.
Safety. You do know I am a personal friend of Kenneth Herman. Kent. Like a doll? Hey, you know I was a close personal friend of Kent Herman. Sounds crazy, Kent Herman. Herman Monster, now it's stuck in my brain. I want to say, hey, you know I was a personal close friend of, I was trying to remember the name.
Yeah, Kent Herman.
I got it. Hey, I was a close personal friend of Kent Herman. You sure it's Kent or Ken?
Ken.
Ken? K-E-N?
K-E-N.
Hey, I knew Ken Herman. I don't know why it's not rolling off my tongue right, man. Ken Herman. Ken Herman. All right, give it to me one more time. Hey, I knew Ken Herman personally.
Like this. There we go.
Oh, should I put it up? Not side?
He's got a little gang feel here.
We can do it again.
Try it again.
I did this.
From the 80s.
I'm like,
Use some relaxation.
Say what I say.
Say what I said.
Not that. Someone's not breathing hard enough. Do you feel it melting away? Breathe in. Do you feel it? No? You gotta try harder.
I was listening to you, Patty.
I'm following you doing.